Putting a little fuel in the excavator. Already got me a couple gallons here in a bucket. It looks like a good day to start a fire. It has rained over here finally, and I'm gonna go over there and set the one pile on fire and kind of see how it does. It should be nice and dry now, and then just kind of keep adding some stuff to it. Let it burn down, leave, go back to Jeff's. They do want to take down this group of trees right here. So yeah, I may go ahead and take those down while I'm here and put those in the fire. But first things first, I want to go down there and see if I can't get that burning. It's been sitting for about 3 weeks in 90 to 100 degree heat, so I think it's probably going to burn once this fills up. So slow without the Thunder Creek, but I didn't want to pull it here just to fill up the excavator. Okay, just got the fire started. Smoke seems to be blowing the right way, which is away from all the houses, which that's good news. It's taking a little bit longer to start up than I thought, but it'll get hot there in a minute. I keep slowly piling this stuff on there. And I like to keep the pile probably about like that. Maybe a little bit bigger if the wind doesn't pick up. I'd like to get a lot of this stuff burnt before that hurricane gets here. This is one of the outer bands, or just some thunderstorms from it. But we'll just have to wait and see how well it burns down. Hopefully once it gets nice and hot, it should cook down pretty good. But I've got I got a lot of stuff to burn here, and there's some big logs in there, so it's going to take a while. Looks like the fire is catching up some now, so I'm going to go ahead and lay a few grapplefuls of some nice dry stuff from day one on here, and hopefully it'll start getting nice and hot here and burning that up. That's not going to burn if it doesn't stay on the pile. This is why I kept this the original 220. It's for jobs like this where literally I've been here like 3 weeks, and today is the 3rd day I've been here. That log is not doing what it wants to do. It's doing what it wants to do, not what I want it to do. So this machine works out great to be able to leave it on jobs like this and clear, and then wait a week for it to rain or whatever, and it doesn't have the new machine tied up, and it's making me money. So that's the reason. Plus I like it. It's a good machine. I'm probably never getting rid of it. It'll sit at the back of the farm and get played with here and there. If it ever gets to the point where it's not reliable enough for job sites, and excavators do get unreliable a lot quicker than other machines. There's so many hydraulic hoses and stuff to leak. But this is still a very good machine in my eyes. Still needs an undercarriage. I need to call and price that. Get my feelings hurt. It'll get rid of the squeakies though. Well, you're out of the game now. good now. Pile this on there and probably one more, and then go take down those 4 trees that are left. That'll give that time to burn down, catch up nice and good. I can probably put some of these stumps in there, because Lord knows they're going to take forever to burn. Mix some of those logs and kind of ration my brush a little bit. But I want to use this brush to get it nice and hot. I mean, I don't know if you can consider that brush. That's like, those are trees. But they're dry and they're going in the pile. We'll make this stuff go bye-bye. Between today and tomorrow, I'd like to get a lot of this stuff burn up. We shall see. We shall see. Alright, we'll let that cook down, and I'll be back here in a little bit once I get these trees down to put some more. Okie dokie, let's take down this double gum tree. Firewood too. That's a big root. This whole tree there probably. It's so sandy here. It's like a topsoil farm though. I swear it's like 3 or 4 feet thick. Another big root. Well, that's the one holding the tree. Over because I think it's ready to go. Come back a little more right there. Like so. Not exactly. I mean, it's exactly where I wanted it to land. A little more rougher. Oh God, look at the branches everywhere. Alright, let me sit here and break this up. Get this cleaned up, put it in a pile, and I'll probably go ahead and go put it in the burn pile so it can start burning down since it's nice and green. So I've taken down 3 trees up there, and I've just been putting them in the fire, so therefore it really hasn't burned down much. In fact, I think the pile has grown a little bit. But I'm going to stack this on there and see if I can't grab some of that stuff over there. That way all of that is in the fire, in case the wind does shift that way. As I have a feeling the pile is going to keep growing. Because if it's burning, it's going in the pile. Conditions are absolutely perfect right now for burning. Everything's wet, there's no wind. Yeah, I'm gonna stack it to it. I gotta be careful on these logs right here that are stuck up, not to snag a hydraulic line on them. That would be bad. But it's going to work pretty good to pile all this stuff on, because it'll kind of, as it burns down, slide down into the fire. You can't see much from this angle, so I'll wait till I get back around on the other side and take some more video. Alright, everything's burning down pretty good. I'm going to grab a few more grapplefuls of brush, logs, and stumps and get all that piled on here. Keep everything nice and hot. And I'm going to stack it in stumps before I leave. That way they can sit there and get nice and hot, because they're going to take a while to burn down. Just go up here and get a couple of them. Go ahead and get those in the fire. That way they can do whatever it's going to do. It's going to end up with some leftover logs and stumps probably. I don't know, by the time all that burns down, it may get hot enough to burn these down. But I need to go ahead and get them in there. There's some big ones. Closer to the pile and then figure it out. I need to sit up in those logs I just threw up in there. Good thing about the stumps on top is it uses all that weight to kind of help push everything down and keep it kind of packed in there. Because a lot of times with those logs you'll end up with some voids in there where the brush burns out and the logs stay. But if you have freaking 5, 6, 7,000 pound stumps piled up, I mean, they just won't even pick it up. All the power. Here we go. And we're going for it. Right there. Yeah. That'll get nice and hot there. Let's see if I can find a smaller one to put on top, and then maybe a couple grapplefuls of logs, and I think it's just going to need to sit here for 3 or 4 hours and burn down. I'll come back over here and stack stack it up again a little bit later, and then maybe again in the morning. Hopefully a lot of this stuff will burn down and get gone. It's not a small one, but I can pick it up relatively easy, so here we go. I'm definitely going to get some more of those logs and just kind of pile right there. And, I mean, if they burn some, if not, they sit there and they at least dry out. The pile has definitely gotten bigger than I wanted it to, but seems to be burning pretty good, so why not? It seems like I always end up saying that, but the weather has actually been like really perfect, like no wind at all. It's great. That's definitely open there now with those trees gone. These are pretty big, so it's going to take a while for that to burn down as well. Get a grapple full or two and just stack it up there on those logs. Let it cook. Couple more and put on there, and that's pretty much going to be it for now. Went and grabbed a big log, shoved it in the ground, and kind of used it to hold everything on there. Piled a couple more logs up there and some big stumps. I'm gonna let that sit there and just, oh wow, it's very hot right here. Oh yeah, let that do what it's gonna do here for the next 3 or 4 hours, and I'll come back and pile the rest of that stuff on there. But yeah, that's gonna burn down good. All I gotta do is just come back and kind of round up everything and finish putting the rest of that brush on there. Looks like the pond's almost back full from the, it went down a couple, 2 or 3 inches from the, we had a very big dry spell. And yeah, let that burn down, come back and finish piling all that on there and let it burn down tonight. And back over here to the burning project. Looks like a lot of that is burnt down. I'm gonna go over here and restack it, throw some more stumps and brush on there and let it burn down again. Probably come back in the morning and finish putting everything else on it. I don't want to get it, well, it's still pretty wet. I don't want to get it like ungodly raging. It's going to be burning pretty good though. All right, let's go stack it up. All right, I'm going to grab all this stuff from the end right here and pile it up on there. I'm trying to get it a little bit farther away from these trees in case the wind changes. We won't cremate them too bad. Logs up. Well, they don't take up so much real estate. Get all that stuff pushed up into the fire and burning again. That's a big one. Put that up there so it can start drying out some too. Pick through some of this and then I'll go around over there and stack some more of that up. So I got that side piled up, which I want to do that first. Now I'm going to grab some of these logs and stack those right here. It's cooking good now. So there's some voids in there. I'm going to try to get all of that stuff packed in here tight. Stuff doesn't burn good when there's big voids. I need to get these stumps in that fire. And then some small stuff piled on top of them. Burning hot now. Wow. That one's going to have to burn down some more. That one's still attached to the log in there. I'll pile that one right there and then put some stuff over top of it. Brush now and pile that up over top of it, and then stack logs and stumps on it again and let it burn tonight. And then all I should have to do is restack all that stuff tomorrow, probably 2 more times. But that's the only thing. It's a little bit time consuming with all this big stuff, but kind of is what it is. It's toasty now, so it ought to burn on up pretty good. That's cooking. When you can have 18-inch logs burning like that, it's hot. As much of this stuff gone as I can. It wouldn't hurt my feelings if it come a little shower tonight. But I can't control the weather. But I don't want the hurricane to come just yet. Not ready for all that rain. Which, the way the weather's been lately, they miss it by a mile anyways. They'll call for an inch and we'll get 5, or they'll call for 5 inches and we'll get a half an inch. That's how the weather works around here. Alright, I'm going to get another 8 or 10 grapplefuls pile on there and call it a day. Well, that's going to be a wrap for today. I got a couple grapplefuls of brush left. I'm going to save that once I restack everything in the morning. If I need to kind of get it hot again, I can put that on there, but it is cooking down pretty good right now. So I'm gonna let that work its magic tonight. I'll come back tomorrow. Looks like we have some storms coming in, so that'll be perfect. And restack everything, and that should get it going. It looks like they had a nice little rain shower last night. I'm gonna hop on the excavator, go down there and restack the fire. It looks like it burnt down really well, and get all those stumps put back in the center, all the brush on top, let it burn down for the rest of the day today, and it should be gone next time I come back out here. This looks like a really good burn right here. I'm gonna pull some of these bigger stumps out, knock a little dirt off of them, chuck them back in, disappear in the dust. Go away, dust. Not too worried about the machine. I think it's gonna get about 5 inches of rain on it tomorrow. Wash the dust off. Go restack all this stuff. Get it burning again. I'm happy with the progress so far though. As big as those stumps were, all those logs, there's not too many left. So definitely changed up course a little bit. Let's break that in half. Hopefully it doesn't stick out so much. Oh, now it's stuck. This was that stump that had like a 20-foot log on it. It's burnt down to just a little nub here and a stump. Knock a little dirt off that, throw that back in the fire. Grab all this brush right here, put that in there with it. Happy with this burn. Everything looks like it went really well. Most everything burn up. Can't see where to put it. Now I can. Dried out and got dusty, didn't it? This up and I'll go around to the other side and get it restacked. Take all this stuff, get it repiled up and burning. Take bit of time to get all the stuff rounded up. But there won't be much left in the end when you do. If we get 5 inches of rain, this is going to turn this into a very wet area, so I don't know when I'll be able to come back here and straighten this out. At least everything will be burnt. Smear this mud around when I get done and let it be for the rain. That should catch back up. See if I can knock a little dirt off this big log stump without splattering mud all over me. Burn what it's gonna burn right there. Maybe. There we go. So dusty. One in the fire, one rolls off. That's about typical. Well, that one might just be left. And like clockwork, one gets stuck in the bucket tooth and knocks the whole damn pile over. I have this stuff like teeter-tottering on top of each other to keep it all condensed into a pile, and that's literally all it takes. It's a stick getting hung in the bucket tooth, and then I don't see it, and I go to swing and it knocks it all over. So now we'll put that one on top and call it good. Alright, well let me finish patting all this mud down. A little bit more branches over there to pick up, and and I'm gonna let this be for the storm here and see what happens. It should majority of it should finish burning down, and I'll dig a hole over here and bury with most of it. But considering how much there was yesterday when I left, there's not much left now. Well, the wind's starting to pick up, but I got everything rounded up and pushed into the pile, scratched through here to see if there was any more stumps hiding in there. Found one, got it on the fire, took down a couple little saplings back there in the back. That should burn down and hopefully be gone before the storm gets here.